people. Yeah. Grenada, Carrico, Petey, Monic, and the rest of the world. We'd like to welcome you to another Mikey Live program. Our previous attempt to be on was interrupted by the power outage that we experienced twice. All right, and so we're hoping that we are back for good. We'd like to welcome everyone to tonight's Mikey Live program. We are left with 30 minutes and we are going to try to make it snappy. To recapture our headlines: police. Okay. All right. No. Let's try something else. Good. Now, our headlines for tonight. We will tell you about the Walk to Rule and how it has affected our National Colors Day. Grenlec apologizes for the inconvenience caused by unexpected outages. Effects of the Walk to Rule. Museum set up in Grove. National Colors Day pictures. We will feature some of those as well. And Nawasa expresses concern for the eastern corridor of the country during the current dry season. And Soca semi-final at Carrico tonight. All right. And we are also going to tell you about 19 South American girls who are part of a human trafficking prostitution ring that was uncovered in Trinidad. All right, so we have that and more to tell you about. We are ready for tonight's news. Okay, we have previously played our commercials and so on, so we are just going to get right into the news. How about that? All right, so Grenlec sent us a notice last evening. Well, late last night after the program, we received that. And it says here that the Grenada Electricity Services Limited, Grenlec, apologizes for the inconvenience caused by unplanned outages between midnight and 2:30 a.m. on Tuesday, 5th February 2019. Now, these outages, which affected a significant number of customers throughout the island, resulted from a technical challenge at the Queen's Park generation plant. Now, they are saying that their team worked quickly to rectify the challenge and restored power in the shortest possible time. It says here that customers who attempted to reach the 24-hour fault line at 237 may have experienced delays because of the volume of calls. They say that they sincerely apologize for any inconvenience that was caused, and they would like to thank you for your understanding. We have as well experienced just moments ago 2 outages. We are not too sure of the source of the outage. However, based on preliminary reports, it seemed like it was another widespread power outage. The next thing that we have to tell you about is the effects of the Walk to Rule was felt today when several secondary schools across the island, who is known to really be a highlight for the National Colors Day, were not seen on the streets parading as they typically did. Now, of course, the teachers are not working in their normal manner as a result of the Walk to Rule, and so that affected how things played out today. Nonetheless, the spirit of independence was still present. The teachers and principals ensured that their students were in some way or the next involved in some sort of independence-related activity. Now, we are going to highlight some of these activities for you tonight, with the first being a music class. Musical students at the St. Andrew RC School, St. Andrew, they were engaged in playing their musical instrument from the Harper Musical Services.
Life's a gem for all to see. In the warm and sunny night is Grenada, land of mine. Let's go!
Okay, the students are so excited to have done so, of course, sharing the little thing that they would have learned through the Harper Music Services to you, the viewing audience. Hillsborough Preschool Independence March. They had that too in karaoke, and we'd like to feature that as well.
5 years of independence. The Hillsborough to Private School, okay. Happy birthday, Geneva.
Yes, and as well, we had a very interesting presentation by the Bel Air. Now, listen, this was very interesting. I see it being shared a lot. That's the Bel Air Government School, their independence celebration. Check this out.
Mango to live the best of all, even better than Ceylon. Mango to live the best of all, even better than Ceylon. Mango, 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 mango nice, mango sweet, mango nice, mango sweet. I want a penny to buy mango. Give me a penny to buy mango. Mango to live the best of all, even better than Ceylon. Mango to live the best of all, even better than Ceylon. Me believe. Get your nice corn, soft and sweet, soft and sweet, soft and sweet. Give me the coconut, give me the money, go, and I will make her. Bring the breadfruit, bring the callaloo, and we go make her. Thank you.
If I don't think I'll make me cry tonight, joke I'll make it, you know. I just saying, if I don't think I'll make me cry tonight, joke I'll making. You know what I mean? This is just so lovely. There are places around the world that you only hear about when there's crime and violence, and that's all they make in the news. Here in Grenada, we can talk about our teachers, we can talk about our students singing and being merry. I just love Grenada. I give this up for nothing. Earlier, as we continue, we can tell you that a museum was set up in the parish of St. John, Grove to be exact. And let me tell all of this, the thing looking good. Good. When I tell you it looking good, real good earlier. So I'm not really sure who is responsible for it, but my oh my, you know, great job. Whoever did it. Look, when you have children coming out, you know, you give them a chance to have an appreciation for our history. You understand? Look thing, you know, earlier. Look thing. Telling you a lot about fishing and a lot about what has happened in our beautiful parish of Grove. You understand? Well, St. John. So big up to those who were responsible for this. Yes. All give them people a clap now, white tears, boy. Give them people a clap. Whoever was responsible for this. Great initiative. Great initiative. You understand? Good. We're moving on. We asked people to share with us their independence pictures. People, the submissions that we received are just amazing. just beautiful display of our history, of our colors.
Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home. Stepping off the plane, it's so easy to breathe again. Life in the big city has finally took its toll. And it's been so long, but I'm finally home. And what better place to rest my weary bones than on this beautiful island where there's so much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, yes. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives.
For all the things all making me cry here today, joke all making. Let's give a round of applause to everyone who would have made their submissions to us with their independence pictures, their outfit, their village, whatever creative artwork that they would have done. I like Grenlec's display. You saw a display earlier? That was Grenlec's display. Grenlec just take it to another level, actually. And there was the Independence Lady as well. I liked the balloons. That was just amazing. Yeah, but Grenlec, I think Grenlec stole the cake, boy. Grenlec show off, if you ask me, boy. Wow! They really came out for this one. You know, so we had to big up the Grenlec staff too, you know what I mean? With the lady and the, listen, man, that was good. That's like a Chelsea flower show kind of display right there. I wonder who did it. Whoever did it, they really did well. All right, so folks, that's it right there. Okay, we are moving on. How are we looking for time? We cannot stick on the program tonight. We don't have the time. The next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, NAWASA, they are concerned. NAWASA says that the eastern corridor of the island have received major attention right now as the severe dry season continues. Now, the eastern corridor, which consists of water systems as those in PT Etang and Les Avocats, it's receiving extra strain, contrary to the western corridor. All right. Now, the western corridor, they're saying, is perfect. Would you imagine that? on the western side of things, things are good. According to a communication supervisor at NAWASA, Jamila Samuel, she is saying that the Western Corridor is one which there is little or no water level concern at all. You know? However, the problem really has to do with the Eastern Corridor. We have Jamila to talk to us about that. In fact, she was recently addressing this at a press briefing held at the ministry.
All right, so generally, the western side of the island usually fares well. You know, even from our 2010 experience, the western side of the island, Concord serves from Concord right through to River Road and extends to the tongue of St. George. And at the moment, that system, when I checked our data from yesterday, the dam level is 10 out of 10. So that means the dam level is where it should be. And we have a clear well level at 15 over 15. So the western side, usually, we don't have problems on the western side. So this is what the data actually presents itself for 2019 as well. If we look at Vendome, Vendome is at 11 over 11. The dam is actually overflowing in Vendome, Monrepo, Sule Dam. You know, Mama Can is actually overflowing. Mardi Gras, we are actually 3 inches under the spill well at the moment. Bonaccord, you know, I mean, so there on the western side is good. The problem always exists on the eastern side of the corridor. All right, so
so thank you very much for that. NAWASA said that it has prepared plans in order to interconnect the western and the eastern corridor. They say that they're doing so with the help of both the German and Grenadian governments. They were able to secure a sum of $125 million last year from the Green Climate Fund to address this concern. People, currently Grenada is under drought warning.
All right, so the interconnection, I think we are in a better position now to say that as part of NAWASA secure of the $125 million from the Green Climate Fund, this will become a reality within the next few years. What it is, our intention is to have Concord water system extended to the south of the island, and then we have Annandale being extended to the eastern corridor to take care of, you know, PTA Tang, Les Avocat, and those water systems. So the ability right now is feasible with $125 million funding from the Green Climate Fund. You know, NAWASA was able to secure this last year with assistance from the government of Germany. Of course, the government of Grenada would have played its part as well. And it's all part of the Climate Resilient Water Sector project in Grenada. So let us say within the next year or two, at the moment, the groundwork is being done. What is good to note, should I say, that as part of this $125 US investment, there's going to be a new groundwater program with drilling and rehabilitation of existing wells. We're going to have new dam and storage tank at Les Avocat. We're also going to have a new dam, a raw water storage reservoir, and treated water storage tank at PTA Tang. And I highlighted those two because those are the two systems that are currently under valve regulation. And there's also going to be new storage tank in Montrouge, new storage tank for Ahoma, and then we're also going to have a lot of line replacement. But the interconnection from Concord water system to the south of the island will be possible, and we are going to have Annandale extended to the eastern corridor for Les Avocat and PTA Tang, so it is possible.
Thank you very much for that. So that is good prospects right there. Currently, there's no interconnection ability, and so that's what they're working on, because you have some dams that are overflowing while others are experiencing some severely low levels. The next thing that we have to tell you about, boy, first school library launch of 2019. Now, the Grenada School Inc. launched its first new school library of 2019. The Cali's Government School in St. George was a recipient of the brand new library, which opened in on January 24th. All right, and they say it's completed with modern furnishing and a collection of over 1,000 books. We have information on that in this special report.
GND Schools Incorporated launched its first school library of 2019. Cali's Government School in St. George was the recipient of the brand new library, which opened its doors on January 24th, complete with modern furnishings and a collection of over 1,000 books. The new library build was undertaken by GND Schools in partnership with local sponsor Grenada Electricity Services Limited through a grant of $120,000. The partnership represented a first for GND Schools as it seeks to collaborate with more local sponsors.
$120,000. That's a lot of money. That represented 67% of the overall construction cost of the library. Grenlec has shown us their seriousness about partnership, their seriousness about education, and their seriousness about nation building.
Grenlec's sponsorship to the construction of the new library was provided through its Community Partnership Initiative, which has invested over $22 million in communities since 1994.
Education is one of our priorities because we recognize that it is the key to unlocking our human and national potential.
GND Schools is collaborating with the Ministry of Education to realize its big vision of building libraries, increasing educational achievement, and growing learners.
There are many little ways to ensure your child's world is enlarged. The love of books is the best of all. And I think clearly today our sponsors have understood that, and we use this opportunity to invite other corporate sponsors to come on board for such initiatives to ensure that we look after the well-being of our nation's children.
GSI has created a network of libraries around the island. And we at the Cali's Government School are very happy to have been chosen as recipients of this library. GSI has also made it possible to give a personal gift of one book to every child to take home.
GND Schools plans to open 6 more school libraries during the first quarter of 2019.
That's very interesting. Thank you very much for that. Let me drink some water in the program. All right, so here's what. We don't plan on keeping you all night. Yeah. So we're going straight into all the other stories. Now, tonight is no ordinary night in the in Carriacou. Yes, they say that Carnival City comes alive tonight with the Soca Monarch semi-final, in which 22 artists will take to the stage who are going to be vying for their position in the final. And of course, we are going to take this special report from KOMG Productions, Mr. Kendall Mark.
22 artists will take to the stage to perform for a chance to be in the Soca Monarch finals, which will be held on March 1st. The artists for the semi-finals are Jonathan Fleury Jibari, Kevin McFarlane Miracle Man, Prince Andrew Scout, Hugh Alexander Hugo, Billy Collins Billy Shackout, Gavin Moses Mozo, Terence Isaac Wallard, Josh Philip Silver Bullet, Gerard John Slatter, Cleon Simon Clever, Brendan McKee Killer B, Wilson Sylvester Taxi Boy, Nashanda Charles Shanda, Ricardo Philip Libra, Kevin Samuels Boneless, Neron Gabriel Tonic X, Glenroy Boswin Grongard, Neil and Nevan Gabriel Black Blingers, Clint John Superflying Flint, Trevor Jaffia Smalls, Rashid and Rachel Gabriel the Regulars, and Devin Moses Fragile. 14 artists will be selected to compete against reigning monarch Edwin Stafford Desi X.
Alright, I just quickly browsed through Facebook. There are so many comments about Grenlec, it's not even funny. So many comments. I'm like scrolling and everybody's calling Grenleck's name. If you can get $1 for everyone who calls Grenleck's name, whoa. Okay, so the next thing that I have to tell you about is that there was a fire in St. Lucia recently, and as of now, people, they are still asking for assistance and so on, you know, in getting things going for some of the victims of that fire. Here is a special report from the folks at HTS News Force out there in St. Lucia. Okay, sorry for that. All right, so again, here's that report out there in St. Lucia from HTS News Force.
The president of the Citizens Concerns Committee, Timothy Moses, is making a special appeal to corporate St. Lucia, civic groups and government to meaningfully contribute to get the 7 families whose lives were shattered by the New Year's Day Rose Hill fire back on a solid footing.
And we saw it fit to lend our support to the fire victims in Rose Hill. First and foremost, we would like to, or the fire victims would like to thank each and everyone who has made contributions, who has decided or who has planned to make contributions, or who have, you know, in any way, fashion or form, are intending to make contributions, because at present the contributions are most needed, and they will be used for a worthy cause. Okay. Next, we are looking to get housing, you know, make accommodation for housing for them, because as you know, we have quite a few people who are homeless. So we will be making it our duty, or be working in tandem with the government and with responsible personnel who will help out.
The National Students Council has stepped up with its assistance to the fire victims. President of the Rose Hill Fire Committee, Nicola Nelson, commended the youth for helping during the council's donation last week.
I am very, very pleased as a mother to see that our young people have so much to offer, and also as a representative of the Rose Hill Committee, I am very, very proud to say thank you to our young people, and keep on working. I too have young people like you, and whenever I see young persons like you are doing something in return for the country, for our members of even the world, I feel very, very swell-headed, proud, and really, 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 really applaud.
The New Year's Day fire was a very unwelcomed visitor which ravaged the dwellings of the 7 families. Timothy Moses says despite the loss of all their material belongings, the families are trying to cope.
Each and every one is okay, and you know, they're doing fine. Despite where they are located, they are all doing fine in different, you know, in different locations. So we would like to be thankful for that, and you know, thank the public, the government, and all who are concerned.
Dozens of residents were displaced after fire destroyed 7 houses during the early hours of January 1st. The Castries Constituency Council has established a drop-off point for contributions and donations.
Thank you very much. All right, as we move on quickly, we are going to tell you about this. All right, police say that's in St. Lucia, in Trinidad and Tobago. Police say they have cracked a major drug and prostitution ring in several parts of Trinidad following a joint exercise conducted overnight by several arms of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Services. Now, the Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, coordinated the operations involving officers of the Western Division Special Operations Response Team, and that was the counter-trafficking unit as well, with the Financial Intelligence Bureau and the Child Protection Unit. They say that 19 South American female victims between the ages of 15 and 19. You hear this? 19 between the ages 15 and 19. Trinidad. Crazy stuff. They were rescued by police following the raid in the various areas. Now, they say that police have also discovered and seized a quantity of narcotics and sums of local and foreign currencies. Now, they are saying that this is a major breakthrough in human trafficking, money laundering, drugs, and prostitution rings. Now, the women are currently being processed by both the counter-trafficking and child protection units, and translators have been brought in to assist in communications between officials and the victims. They say that the investigations are continuing, but they say some of them are Spanish speaking. 19 of them between the ages of 15 and 19. That's the kind of thing you just cannot make up. And this was happening in Trinidad. The national report is coming up, but before we do that, we would like to take a quick break. We're coming back, folks, so we encourage you to stay right there.
What happened to you? My cancer one. Cancer got with the next one. Cancer? Who is cancer? And who you go with? Who is cancer? But you don't live in here. My cancer is a disease caused by too much abnormal cells in a part in the body. That cancer is a real killer. Yeah? Cancer should be in prison. But by the way, who cancer kill? Mr. Jella last son. You mean Jackson? Oh. And he was so young and never thought cancer does kill young people so. But cancer is no respect of age, race, gender, nothing.
You're telling me? I hear you have over 25 different types of cancer.
Like cancer then style now? Cancer more popular than them damagings and them?
And from what I research, early detection, exercise and healthy eating is your best chance of fighting against this terrible disease.
Let's intensify our fight against cancer. Regular screening, constant exercising, and healthy eating habits are the key to winning the battle against cancer.
We mean business and we talk business.
I wanted to go back to when it started.
And we let women in business tell their own stories and inspire others.
But I'm very excited about 2019.
I am Abigail Long, and join me right here for Abby's Power Lunch.
You never looked at a piece of paper. This was just a beautiful conversation.
We talk to women of the Caribbean who make things happen.
I know, let's not just preach it, let's practice it, and it starts from household.
The pride and joy of a nation is its flag. Its colors and arrangement makes it significant and stunningly beautiful. On Wednesday, February 6th, it's National Colors Day. Every proud Grenadian is asked to deck off in clothing highlighting the colors of our flag. Whether you are dressed for work, daily routines, or casual engagements, showcase the true Grenadian spirit. Every ministry, every department, and all workplaces are encouraged to join in. National Colors Day, Wednesday, February 6th, 2019. Endorsed by the National Celebrations Committee. Our people, our colors, our...
Unlock your possibilities with Courts Ready Finance. Pay absolutely nothing until Easter 2019. The possibilities are endless. Use Ready Finance on any purchase of a new stove, fridge, stylish furniture, and the latest electronics. At Courts, get your chance to unlock your purchases with Ready Finance and have no worries until Easter. So come into Courts and make it possible. Courts, bringing value home.
Alrighty, thank you very much, and it's now time for the National Report.
Government concessions to SGU could mean medical students will complete their studies debt-free. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for today, Wednesday, February 6th, I am Rakisha St. Louis. Medical scholarship recipients could complete their studies debt-free thanks to the concessions that government will provide to the St. George's University in return for the scholarships. That's according to Climate Resilience Minister Senator Simon Steele. However, he says they will be required to serve out their bonds. Senator Steele was addressing members of the media during the government's weekly post-cabinet briefing on Tuesday.
For a Grenadian student to go through their medical training without any debt is actually a remarkable thing. And we're offering them a remarkable opportunity for the government.
Government concessions to SGU could mean
Alright guys, there seems to be a problem with the national report, and I am not sure why. Okay, so there seems to be a problem with the national report. Okay, so I guess I'm not sure. We will have to terminate our attempts for now and possibly try later on or something. All right, so I guess much this would mean then that we'll have to end the program here, and I have to apologize. We have tried, but something seems to be wrong with the national report. Okay guys, so we want to wish everybody all the best. I want to remind you again that we will be at the National Stadium tomorrow, God's willing, and we will be bringing you all the activities that's happening with regards to the independence celebration. We want to make sure that we don't leave you out. Of course, those of you who wants to really check out what's going on, you will have an opportunity to so do. All right, here's your temperature for today. 27 degrees. It feels like that in my neck of the woods. Precipitation 0%, humidity 84%, wind 29 kilometers per hour. Tonight's minimum temperature is expected to be just around 26 degrees Celsius. Let's say hi to some people before we wrap it up for tonight. Wendy, big up yourself, all right? Big up Wendy. Yeah. And as well, we want to say hi to Trevelyn, Veronica, Crispin, Jenny, Deslin, Alma, Cliselda, Ala, Raven, Rolanda, Lintona, Ezran, Jennifer, Nikki, Cecil. My mom is there as well, and to all the people who are loyal viewers of the program. Okay, Shireen is there, and we see with us Unique Andrews. How are you? We have Roland, and we have Eunice. We gave a lot of people some credit the other day, so I'm happy that you guys are happy that you got your credit. All right. We have with us Abigail, Patsy, Joan, and everyone else. Happy Independence, Deborah, and everyone else. Hello to you guys. All right, so we're gonna wrap it up for now. Wishing you all the best. Happy National Colors Day for what's left of it, and of course as well, happy Independence Day for tomorrow. You'll hear from us and see from us tomorrow, God's willing. Melly, hello to you guys again, and Rose, I see you there as well. Hazel, I see you there. So let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say ja. No. Good night, everyone.